Okay, guys, let's take a look at a Tube Silo Commando. And basically what I want to do here is explain to you a little bit first about the software in general, about the whole software in general, because a lot of people get confused with this one tool, okay? And there's nothing to be confused about, okay? We've given some additional options so that you've got diversity. You've got options for diversity in your SEO, okay? If you keep doing the same thing again and again and again, then what happens is that maybe one day Google will do an update and you can get screwed and you're putting all your eggs in one basket. We don't want to do that. We want to build diversity. If you look at Commando HQ and Hangout Traffic Commando, you will see we've got a whole bunch of different softwares doing different things, okay? Now, the most common question I ever get asked is, how do we use it in order? Give me a roadmap. Okay, the truth is there really isn't a roadmap because they're not designed to be like that. They're designed for diversity. Okay, now let me explain it. Now I have actually put this one into a sort of roadmap format, and also Commando HQ is in a roadmap format as well. Okay, just far more tools in Commando HQ, obviously. So what I did when I started to create this software was to start with the key strategies that I think fits in with ranking Hangouts from the tools that we had already, okay? And that from there we started to build out and a little bit more of a fashion that is focused on Hangouts for rankings, okay? But let's get back to the topic of what to do first and in what order, and why we have so many softwares, why we have, why we don't really need to use them as far as a step by step, okay? With having diversity, which we have with these tools in both Commando HQ and in Hangout Traffic Commando, it means that you can diversify your SEO. You can do it every single time. You can do a different sort of SEO strategy, okay? Now, each one of these softwares is a strategy in its own right. If we look at Tube Research Commando, basically what we can do is we can reverse engineer someone and we can make comments and get internal YouTube links, okay? Or we can just reverse engineer someone, get some ideas for optimization, send it over to Tube Optimization Commando to optimize, to do on-page SEO for your videos, okay? That again is a different strategy, okay? We can use the IFTTT stuff to give us instant syndication, instant YouTube embeds, and instant backlinks, okay? That's a different strategy again. When we come to Tube Silo Commando, which you're looking at now, we can use this to create video link wheels inside YouTube or silos inside YouTube. And also you can see here, I've actually made this into a mini suite where it's kind of an order here. So we upload the videos, we create the link wheel, we send those URLs over to Chimp Feeder, we can do some comments, we can do the first comment on our videos. Again, that's an individual strategy. You can choose to use it or not use it, okay? But in the case study, I'm going to be using every single tool, okay? And with the social bookmark commando, again, it's a different strategy, okay? You can fit them all in order, okay? Or you can diversify, right? So let's get back into the Tube Silo Commando. A lot of people find this daunting, and it really isn't, because it's daunting because you have choices, okay? So let me explain the choices and let me explain some basic things that you need to know. Okay, so first of all, what we're doing here is we're going to choose to create either a link wheel or a silo within YouTube. This is the way that I do it. There's different ways to create silos. You can do it from creating playlists. You can do it from creating sections inside YouTube. They would both count as silos, okay? The way I do it is we have links going back to previous videos inside the description, so that these videos are all related, they're all relevant to each other, and we are getting hypertext links. We're getting links going back to the previous video by doing that. Now, to turn that into a link wheel, all we have to do is have the same URL in the description every single time, and depending on what you choose here, from these two options here, that will depend whether you're going to have a link wheel or a silo, but we'll come to that in just a second. Okay, so how do we use this? The first step is to decide what your strategy is going to be, okay? But first we have to upload some videos. Okay, now I recommend anything between 3 and 5 videos. You don't need to do more than that. And you don't want to use the same videos again and again, okay? You really don't want to use the same videos, because if you're using multi-channel account, which I recommend you do, then you're going to have that same video on the same multi-channels in the same Google account. YouTube recognize this and they start to not allow them to be posted. So what you want to do is to create 3 or 4 or 5 small videos about 20 to 30 seconds each, just for the purpose of backlinking. You do not want these videos over optimizing the money URL. These are used for Linkwheels or for Silos, and you want to use it just for the purpose of getting internal YouTube links, and it's pretty powerful if done properly, okay? So let me explain a little bit more. When we're uploading a video, we click on the add button over here and this pops up. Now I had pre-filled this to save us some time on this video. Okay, so for example, let's go back to my Patia Properties thing again. So you can see here I've got a title. I'm going to call it Patia Properties for Sale. We don't really care about compelling headlines in here. Just put one keyword phrase that you want to target, okay? And that keyword phrase video will be linking to your money URL. Whether that money URL is going to be another YouTube video, it can be a press release, it can be a website, it can be a landing page, whatever you want that to be, that money URL can be, okay? I've had great success sending, just with this tool, yeah, sending people to a landing page where we gave away the playlist builder down here, okay? And I got something like 2,500 opt-ins from using this one tool when it was called Tube Linkwheel Commando, giving away this tool down here, this playlist builder. 2,500 people opted in, okay? So you can see the power of it. It can be very powerful. We were sitting on page 1 for the keyword YouTube SEO. That's why we got that kind of traffic and that kind of amount of opt-ins, okay? And what we can do then is we can understand the benefits of a strategy like this and use it in multiple different ways. So we've got to understand what a strategy is going to be, and that starts with what is the money URL going to be. So let's take a look at what we can do. We can do landing pages, which I always recommend to build a list, because you're going to build an instant audience for any other videos that you upload. You can remarket to them again and again, and there's tools that you can maybe even just send them into a blog post, where you have an offer going to an affiliate link somewhere, okay? Now there's some great tools out there for WordPress especially. You can get great opt-in form tools, you can get exit pop-ups, you can get all kinds of stuff where you have to think about the marketing and not just the SEO, so that you can get the most out of your traffic. Okay, you really want to get the most out of your traffic, and the easiest and best way to do that is by getting people to subscribe via an opt-in form into your email list, okay? So you decide on your strategy first. Do you want to send them direct to an affiliate offer? Do you want to send them to a pre-sale page? A pre-sale page works very well. You probably see those in the big internet marketing launches. You might get somebody who's sending people a link to a page on his site. He's got a video there telling you about the product that's just being launched, and he's put a list of his bonuses in there, what that product does, why you should buy it from his link, etc, etc. And then from there he's got a link that goes over to the actual sales page, okay? Different things he can do with that. If we go back into the marketing mindset again, and not just the SEO mindset, he can have cookies on there for retargeting, for example, on Google AdWords or on Facebook. Okay, so he can be thinking ahead. You can build in multiple marketing strategies inside the one strategy, and you have to think about this with your SEO. What is your marketing strategy behind it? Okay, I hope I'm getting this across as clear as possible. It's not good enough just to be sitting there on page 1 with a crappy PowerPoint video or something like that. You might be sitting there and it might say something like Patia Properties for Sale, call 0245 678 910 hyphen properties for sale in Patia. Who gives a crap? Who wants to click on that? You want to have something that is going to be able to get people to click through as far as your money URL, okay, with a purpose. And the purpose behind that, you should have multiple purposes. Get people to opt in, build in retargeting cookies, give people free content, so that they can appreciate the value of what you give for free, so that when you have something for sale, that they might want to buy from you. Okay, there's multiple marketing strategies you can build in. So start with the marketing strategy first, and then do your SEO for that strategy. Okay, I hope I made that clear enough. Okay, so we cover quite a lot in this video, and I've sort of jumped from one thing to another, but it's just coming to my mind and I'm speaking it because I feel that too much SEO stuff is just not covering the marketing well enough. Okay, you have to understand that traffic that you're generating can be lost, and it's very, very hard, or you're making your job 2 times harder or 10 times harder trying to generate new traffic every time instead of maximizing the traffic you're already getting. Okay, if you can capture even 5% of the people that come to your website, and say you get 100 people every single day, and you can capture 5% of them, then that's 5 people every day, and it adds up over a month to 150 people. And by the time you've done 10 months, you've got 1,500 people that you can remarket to because they're on your mailing list. Okay, you could have captured their cookies. You could have put cookies and captured so that you can do retargeting. Okay, and that way you can just follow them around the internet with really low cost ads. Okay, so think about the marketing first. Now let's get back to using the tool. Okay, so using the tool, what I would do for the purpose of this strategy, I'm not looking for compelling headline. I might look for curiosity headline. So I can put something like patio properties for sale. What I could do here is put something like distressed properties for sale in patio, for example, something like that. Okay, let's see if we can make that grammatically correct. Otherwise, it's not going to make sense. Let's put distressed properties for sale in patio. Okay, so that is probably curious enough that people will say, oh, that sounds interesting, I want to click on that. Okay, what we're really doing here though is we want to make links going back to the money URL. The money URL, I would suggest always being a landing page, but you can do it with a YouTube video, but it's an extra step. Okay, we don't want the extra step. If you really want one particular YouTube video ranking, by all means go for it. Okay, think about the marketing first, SEO second. Okay, so what we would do here is we put in, this is the area for the video description. You want to add a URL in here. Excuse me. Typically I will use this instead of this up here. You see up here where it's got money video URL? I would use this instead of this. Okay, that means that this URL will be in every single video that you want it to be on, just by adding a very, very similar kind of format for the description. Okay, so I tend to use this instead of this. That way I can see the format, I can see that it makes sense, and what happens then is I'm controlling the whole thing. Okay, it just looks nicer this way as well. Right, now next you want to add just one paragraph, and you want to be putting in some relevant keywords for that one paragraph too. Okay, now the easiest way to do that is if, for example, you're using Tube Research Commando and you've got the buyer keywords in there, you can use those. Build one paragraph of content, not more. You don't want to over optimize your other content or your money URL. Okay, so what you can do then is go over to the Google Keyword Planner, and you can see I've already done that, and you can see I've got ad groups here. When I've put in a keyword, a seed keyword, is giving me some ad groups. So this one is about patio property. If I open that up, this is groups of keywords that Google is telling me is related to patio property keywords, okay, as a keyword phrase. So I've got Jomtien property patio. Jomtien is a district very, very near patio. Patio Jomtien property. We've got patio Thailand property. What you want to do is you want to take these keywords, okay? You don't really need necessarily to have them in order. So we got keywords like Thailand real estate, patio property, Jomtien, and those kind of keywords. So you've got 5 or 6 keywords in here that you want to repeat. Maybe you want to put 1 or 2 of these in the sort of logical order, only if it's making grammatical sense. So let me just look at that again, because I don't want any confusion. I'm trying to tell you how Google is telling you how to do your SEO so that you're not confused and so that you can get the maximum benefit from this. Okay, so what we want to do here is write down the different words. So we got Thailand, we got property, we got Pattaya, we got Jomtien. What else have we got in here? We got real estate, and I think that's just about it. So let's take those five keywords. Keywords. Okay, it's not keyword phrases. Let's come back over to the tool. Okay, so what I've got in here, add one paragraph using Google Keywords Planner and group keywords. This is Google telling you how to do your optimization. Okay, so let's just put them in here. So we can put here, are you looking for distressed property sales in Pattaya? Okay, so what have I got so far? Let me just pull this down. Let me just let's open this up. I hate working in a very, very small window. Okay, so are you looking for distressed property sales in Pattaya, Thailand? Check out. Let me take this URL, which is my money URL, PattayaPropertyPortal.com, which is a real estate site for Pattaya and Jomtien. Does that make sense? And you see how simple, how easy that was. Okay, Google just told us how we should do our optimization. Okay, and we have taken that information that Google gave us. We have created just 2 lines here. It's enough for this strategy. Okay, so let's just minimize this. It's more than enough for this strategy. We don't want to over optimize anything else. Okay, now I want to keep that same format for every single one of the videos I upload. So what I want to do is go and create another notepad file and keep that there, and I'm going to copy that. Next time I'll use a different seed keyword. Okay, so if I want to go back over to the tools, and I want to go back into the keyword planner, so say my next video is going to be similar kind of video. Let me just wait. Google has died on me right in a live video. Can you believe it? Okay, well anyway, let's just carry on. Just carry on. Where's the software and the tools and the software and this little thing here? Okay, so now what I can do is I can choose the category. Try and keep it as relevant as possible. Okay, so you know, for this one I can use people and blogs, or I can use traveling events. There's nothing for business, and there's a how-to in style that might be kind of suitable. For this one I'm actually going to choose people and blogs. Okay, and then I can choose a video. Now watch what I'm doing here. You can see I've got 4 videos. Okay, they're all the same video. What I did is I just copied and pasted into this particular folder just for demonstration purposes only. Do not use the same video. Okay, there's plenty of very, very easy to use video creators out there. There's one from Peter that was released this week, Video Maker FX or FM or something, and we're going to have one in here within about 7 to 10 days. Okay, and you can create videos really fast. I mean, really fast with our one. Okay, and same with Peter's as well. Ours is simpler to use and better quality videos. Okay, we're actually going to make ours like a lead pages for videos. Okay, if I can put it that way. It's going to be something very, very awesome. Anyway, let's come back to this. This is for demonstration purposes only. Say, for example, I'm going to rename this one, and it's going to be called Distressed Properties for Sale in Pattaya. Okay. If I could not do keywords, I would really be happy, but it's never going to happen, is it? Okay, then maybe this one we're going to call Properties for Sale in Pattaya and Jomtien. Okay, and maybe this one we're going to call real estate patio websites with multiple agent listings, something like that. Keep in mind the amount of characters that you're using. Okay, so you can see how I'm building that up. Okay, so I've got 4 different titles that are related. Now what I am not doing here, and what a lot of people will tell you to do, is to right click and go on the properties and then go and fill in all the details. Okay, for these kind of videos we don't want to do that. Really important, because we don't want to over optimize the other video or the money URL. Okay, for these simple little videos, these are all 28 seconds long. Okay, they're very short videos, very easy to create. I created these using VideoJack. I do not want to go into the MP4 settings and optimize that. I do not want these videos over optimized that they're going to outrank my money URL. Okay, this is for backlink purposes only. Okay, so then we can choose the video that we're going to use, and we can open it, and that's pulled in. Okay, then we can click on add, and our video is there. So the next one I can do, and I'm going to choose the video first this time. I'm going to choose this second one here, the one that says patio properties 4. Okay, we can give it a different name. You want to have a better headline, and so we're going to call this patio properties for sale and rent, something like that. Okay, again, keep it relevant. We don't want it over optimized, and then we can use the same format as what we had before. Okay, and we can just base this description around that. Okay, now ideally, if Google Keyword Planner was working, I would go and grab another 5 or 6 keywords that is telling me is relevant for this particular keyword phrase, with this being the keyword phrase. Okay, and that way I can just build another content like that, and it takes me not a lot of time. Okay, choose a category again. You might want to choose a different category if you want to. You can add your tags. Okay, and we're going to call this, actually what I like to do in here is just take the title and use that as a tag. Very simple. Okay, and then we can click add. Okay, now once we've got 4 of these, we're going to start uploading the videos, but before we can do that, we need to add some channels. Okay, and this is not a demo video, the case study. We're going to be doing it all in more demonstration sort of, and you can see how I'm thinking as I'm doing it, just a little bit like I'm doing here, but in a real case study. Okay, now I don't even know if I'm going to use the patio example for the case study, because our websites for those are not quite finished yet. But I might well do. Okay, so I chosen not to use the money video URL. If you choose to use that, then that URL will automatically get posted in there. You can very well do that if you want. I just like to keep the formatting nice. It's my choice to do that. You might just say, well, hell, I don't care about the formatting. I just want the damn link. Good for you. Up to you. You can do it like this too. Only use this if you want to do link wheel. Okay, and just fix that. I wish I would stop doing typos. It really does frustrate me. Anyway, so the money URL here. So with that there, it's always going to be pulled into the description. But as I said, I like to put the money URL in the description itself myself. Okay, but you can put it in there if you just want to do it fast, easy, quick, and not have to think. Okay. So let's come down. We'll cover this stuff here in just a second. What we want to do next is we want to add channels. So you can see here I've got 1 channel added here. Okay, then I can start checking accounts. Maybe I got the wrong password in here. Let me try one more time. Yeah, I think I've got the wrong password. Okay, anyway, I do have a wrong password actually, and I was surprised that the password is actually showing now. I keep asking my coder to star these out, and he hasn't done it, so I'm kind of glad that was the wrong password. Okay, anyway, what would happen is normally this would be green. Okay, we'll cover this properly in the case study video. Right, so that would be green, and then once it's green, you can start clicking on this start getting channels. Okay, When you click on start getting channels, if you have any multi-channels in that Google account, this is a Google account here, and that's what you start checking accounts for. When you start getting channels, it will pull in any YouTube channels you've got related to that. So if you've got, say 5 YouTube channels related to that Google account, which is what we call multi-channels, then those will appear here in a drop-down list. Okay. If you have only got one in there, then it will create just one. It will show just one, sorry. If you don't have any, then it's just going to be green, and that means you can create some channels as well. No matter what you've got in here, you can still create more channels, and the easiest way to do that is by using this tool here, which will create the multi-channels for you. This is a multi-channel account creator, so you can click on start creating channel. Have to click on here, sorry, first. Start creating channel, and here what you want to do is you want to add in the names of your channel. So I might do something like real estate properties. Let's think about this properly. I want to put in the marketing, because I'm still seeing a lot of people who are not putting marketing into their videos, and it drives me nuts. So let me just take a minute and think about this so that you can see how my mind is working here, okay? So what are the most common things that people are looking for? So maybe they're looking for property listings, okay? Real estate property listings. And what we want to do is we want to give it, you can see here, we've got channel title and category. So you put a comma here, that will be your channel title, real estate property listings. And the category, you simply come down here, choose a category, and you can choose a product, a brand, company, institution or organization, arts, entertainment, sports, or other. I tend to just stick with the other. I find it a lot easier. And you click on insert, and you can see there's no spaces, and it just inserts that for us. So let's do that one more time to avoid confusion. We choose real estate property listings, choose our category, click insert. It will insert the comma for you. Okay, one more time so you're not confused, because we do get support tickets for this and it drives me nuts. Okay, real estate property listings is the title, no comma, no space, insert. Choose your channel category, insert. You're done. Okay, so the next one, it might be something like discount properties in Pattaya. Choose a channel, insert. And the next one might be, did I put a comma in there or what? Yeah, I did by accident. Next one might be something like, let me think, what will people be looking for? Yeah, okay, so we can do something like Pattaya property agent. So I'm trying to think of the previous keyword phrases we had from up here. I don't have that in there anymore because it's a new instance of HTC that I'm using right now. So you can see that I can do that, and all we have to do is click creating channels. Now because I don't have my password here, you can't see that happening, but I will do a separate video using this. Okay, and what's going to happen is going to have a pop-up window, a pop-up browser, and it's going to automatically fill in all the details that you need. Okay, and then it's going to give you an opportunity to put in your telephone number for Google to send you an SMS. Okay, this is the fastest, easiest way to do it. Okay, we've automated it as much as we can, and you will see in the demo video how that works. Okay, so you need to have your cell phone ready, and you need to be, getting those notifications with the PIN number, and you fill in the PIN number in the browser, and you've got a channel created. Then it will go into the next one, and the next one, and the next one. But what I suggest you do is that you create maybe 3 or 4 accounts, Google accounts, that you're using just for Tube Silo. Create a folder on your computer called Tube Silo Channels, Okay, you're going to have one Google account with 3 to 5 channels in each. Okay, and you can name them then. So you've got Tube Silo, channel 1, channel 2, channel 3, or name them after niche or whatever you want to do. That way you can keep nice and organized. It isn't using the profile creator here, it's using this only. Okay, and that's deliberately done because it confuses the hell out of people with the profiles with the different softwares. Okay, so this way I've kept it as easy as possible. That's how it works. So if you click on create channels right here, what's going to happen then is it's going to go and create those channels. It will ask you to fill in a telephone number. You will get a notification from Google instantly. You fill in the details in the browser, which is within the software, and then the software goes and does the next one, the next one, the next one, the next one, etc. Do between 3 and 5 channels, okay, and you are done. Okay, so you've got the multi-channel account creator. Okay, so what happens next is very, 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 very important. This is you choosing your SEO strategy. Okay, we talked about marketing strategy. This is the SEO strategy. Now we've got 3 choices at the top here. You can choose one of these, and you've got 2 choices at the bottom here. You can choose both of these, or none, or one. Okay, let's cover the top one first. So here you can use one single channel in the selected accounts. In that instance, say for example, I've got this Google account and it has got 5 multi-channels. I can highlight just one of those channels from the drop-down list, and all these videos will go into that one channel. It's not a bad strategy. It's not a right or wrong strategy. It's just one way to do it. You can choose whatever fits your content best. Okay. And if you're choosing the second one, use a single random channel, then it's going to choose any one of those. If you're lazy, you can choose that. If you choose this one, it's going to put the videos, put one video on the first channel, second video on the second channel, third video on the third channel. But let's stop for a minute and think about this. Say for example, you have got a Google account with 10 multi-channels and you've got 3 videos. What is going to happen? Video number 1 will go to channel number 1. Video number 2 will go to channel number 2. Video number 3 will go to channel number 3. And then video number 1 will go to channel number 4. So you're going to put the same video on multiple channels, which you do not want to do because Google will delete them. It doesn't want that. It doesn't want duplicate content. Okay, that's why I suggest that you create, using this little tool, it takes you just a few minutes to do, some specific Google accounts for Tube Silo or Tube Linkwheels. Save them on your hard drive and you can use them every single time. All you need is username and password for your Google account and add it in there. Start checking accounts, start getting channels. It's loaded, okay? Now, what is the right way and wrong way to use one of these 3? If you're lazy, use the one in the middle, which is giving you all the videos into one channel. It will select which channel from the drop down. This one is a channel from the drop down that you select, okay? If I've got 5 videos all about one particular channel, say for example, let's go to the distressed properties channel, okay? If I've got 5 videos about distressed properties, then I want to use that option and I want to choose the distressed properties channel here. If I've got 5 different videos about different things, then I might have a list of 5 multi-channels here. What I want to do is upload the video that fits into channel number 1 and upload the second video to fit into channel number 2. That could be a little bit more complicated, so for the sake of simplicity, you might find this a lot easier to use, the single channel selected, okay? I would stick with that, but if you're really lazy, you can do that, okay? Right, now, so that's the options you've got there. Okay, now this option here is very, very, very important. You can choose one of these, you can choose 2 of these, or you can choose none of these. Okay, so let's cover each one. Last posted URL in consecutive posts. When Tube Silo Commando uploads a video, say for example you've got 3 videos here. For the sake of simplicity, say if you've got 3 videos in here. Okay, let's just add this so that we're not getting any confusion. Let's just take this one, and we're going to call this one, just put the thing in here, let's put in here, let's put in here, and let's take a URL. Just make up a URL and we can put in here. So I've got my pups playing with each other in the background there. I hope you guys don't mind. Cheap patio properties for sale. Okay, so we got a slightly different title. They're fighting with each other in the background playing. Okay, 1 second. Okay, I'm back. Apologies for that. Pups were playing with each other. Anyway, so just for the sake of demonstration purposes, I'm adding a third video so I can explain what happens here. Now, when video 1 is uploaded, it's going to have the link that you put in your description, okay? And when video 2 gets uploaded, if you choose this option here, post last posted URL, then when this one is uploaded, the URL is taken from there by the software and added into your description here, okay? And pardon me. And then when the third video, when the second video is uploaded, the URL from this video will get added to the description here. Therefore, you are creating a sort of mini link wheel. If you would need really about 4 or 5 videos to make that being uploaded to make that one more effective. But you know, it's what you can really do with this. I mean, you don't really need that many. You could get away with 3, but what the real SEO value from this comes from what happens afterwards, okay? And this is why we got this stuff up here. Okay, it's what happens afterwards. This will be a tier 1 link, whether it's 3 videos, whether it's 4 videos, or whether it's 5 videos, okay? As long as you've got your money URL consistently in the description here or up here, okay? It will just pull in here. As I mentioned before, easier to put in the description because you can format it nicely, okay? Now, what happens once you've got this tier 1 done is very, very, very important. If you just do just this and then come back to me in support or in a webinar, say, oh, I did that, but it didn't work. And I ask you, well, did you do the first comment? Did you do mash up your URL? Did you post your mashed up URL over to 25 RSS directories? Did you do any social bookmarking? Did you do any social sharing? Did you do anything else? And you say no, then you haven't completed the strategy, guys, okay? You haven't completed the strategy. Just this one thing here gives us automation to create a first tier, whether it's a link wheel or just a first tier, just a straight first tier where they're not interlinking with each other. What happens after that is very, very important. We want to index these links too, okay? And we want to index the backlinks that are linking to this too, okay? You can see the importance of this. I hope you can, because it's very, very important that you can understand that this one strategy on its own is not enough. We need to take it to another step, okay? And that includes what we have here. So that way, if you're creating a link wheel, this is your first tier, whether it's 3 videos, 4 videos, or 5 videos. But we've still got work to do after that, okay? But I've tried to make it as easy as possible, and I will be adding more in here too, okay? This is like a mini strategy, step by step, okay? For this particular strategy, it needs to be step by step. It's not finished here. Okay, so that's, if you choose this box here, then you're creating a link wheel. Okay, I tend to do that anyway. And if you choose this box here, then you are choosing to leave the first comment on that particular video page. Okay, so the video is uploaded. You've got your posted URL, youtube.com/ whatever my video URL is. And underneath that, you will see where people can comment. The software will leave the first comment. What you want to do, again, think about the marketing before the SEO. Okay, I actually put this in thinking about the marketing, but it has SEO value because you can create further silos with that particular strategy. Okay, if you put a link to a YouTube video, it's going to have it's going to be an anchor text link, and the anchor text will be the title of your video. Okay, but think about the marketing first. How can you use this for marketing? You might have an audience come to this and you might say to them, hey, thanks for checking out my video. Why don't you go and check out this video? You can have another link going to your money URL. You could have a link going to your channel. You could have a link telling them to go and subscribe to something. You can have a link telling them to go and opt into a landing, go to a landing page to opt in. Okay, you're not restricted what the URL can be in that comment. You can put a link in the comment, okay? And plus any comments will appear in Google+. Okay, so once you've done that, it's a good idea to go over to Google+ and +1 it, okay? Or just like it, like the comment within YouTube. Anything that is liked in YouTube counts as a +1 in Google+. If a video is +1 inside Google Plus, it's counted as a like on YouTube. Okay, these little variations might sound insignificant, but taking those extra few seconds does actually help. Okay, so let me get back to where we were here. Okay, so then you choose both of these options, or none, or one. I would tend to just use both. Okay, if you don't want to do link quotes, just take that off, and you'll have a link just going to your money site. But they're not; these videos are not interlinking to each other. Okay, you might want to do a variation where you do it like that, but your first comment has a link, maybe going back to. Actually, we could put in the last URL here. Yeah, I will ask my coder to give us that option to put in the last URL here. That could work very, very well as well. But you might want to put a link in here to different in your comments to different videos. You might want to link to different videos in your channel, in your multi-channels, or just to your channel homepage. Okay, so that's the options we got here. It's not that difficult. I know this video has been a little bit long, but we're not finished yet. Okay, I just want to explain it clearly. Okay, and I think we're giving you some golden nuggets about the optimization, and hopefully you have understood well enough about the marketing before you do the SEO. Think about the marketing first, and not just sitting on page 1 for a dumbass video that will never get clicked through, will never make you money. Okay, right now, once we have click start uploading videos, which we're going to do live on the case study, then the upload results will come in here and you will get your video URLs. Okay, you can grab those video URLs and you can put them into TuneFeeder. If you're choosing to do the first comment, you need to put into the comment editor what your comments are going to be. Okay, and you can choose the videos here that you want to link to if you want to. So say for example, I do this. Now, I can't do this with the videos that's being uploaded, which is why we might want to put a last URL option in here. But when I put in my main channel, I might say, okay, I've got 3 comments and I want to put 3 videos about Hangouts, because this video is about Hangouts, for example, or about patio real estate, for example. I want to use 1 comment for each, one of these video URLs for each. That means in that comment, that link for that video will be in comment 1. Comment 2 will have a link to this video. Comment 3 will have a link to this video, which will appear as an anchor text link with this title as the anchor text. Okay. So once you've done that, once you've chosen that, then those 3 will appear in order depending on how many videos you're uploading. Obviously, if you've got 5 videos and you want to use this strategy, you need to click 5. Keep them relevant. Okay, you can see this is all about Hangout Traffic Commando. I would want to keep it around the main core theme of my link wheel or my silo. Okay, and the comments editor, we can add a comment. Again, think about the marketing. Okay, thanks for checking out my video. If you enjoyed this video, then I know you will love this short video that let's see, my audience is loving or is raving about. If you notice a guy called Jeff Billis, we've covered him quite a bit in the Social Traffic Commando webinars. Jeff has the same format for every time he does a tweet and a retweet. He says, check out this link. Puts in very, very brief description what it is about. So he might say something like, check out my link about 10 top Twitter tips. Oh no, he would put something like, I've just uploaded a new blog post about 10 top Twitter tricks, and my audience are loving it. Okay, he has the same format every single time, and it's working for him. Okay, you can do the same thing with YouTube videos. If you want to get an idea what you can put in here, go and have a look at go and have a look at some Twitter headlines. You will find some of the best marketing headlines ever on Twitter. Okay, think about the marketing before you do the SEO. I keep re-emphasizing it, because if you can just grasp what I'm trying to tell you here, it's going to make it even more powerful for you. Okay, you can maximize that. Okay, but that's a great way to do it, is to go and look at the Twitter headlines. And you know, because they've got 140 characters, they have to really think about it. And a lot of these guys are marketers, they are not SEO guys. Okay, anyway, so that you would do that 3 times. So you would add, that would be the comment on your first video. The second comment you put in here, you add the third, the fourth, the fifth, and whatever you have chosen here for your comment. So whatever video you've chosen here will appear in the first comment. So the first video will appear in the first comment. The second video, let me just add 2. Let me add 23. I'll just put, because I typoed. So the second video here will appear in the second comment as a link, and the third, etc., etc. That's how it works. Okay, so we're covering this how it should work, and we've got to do the case study. But I want to do the case study as live anyway, so I'm just hoping this is making sense. Right, now next, you can click on mashup in here. What you want to do is you want to put in your feature, you want to put in a title here. So I would put in something like real estate patio. Typo again. 2 typos. What the hell? Okay, real estate patio. If I click on mashup, the channel URLs from over here, channel URLs will be mashed up in here. Okay, and then you will get a channel URL appear here. The next step is to put that RSS URL. It's going to mash up all your channel URLs from here. From here. So if you've got 3 channels, it's going to pull in the channel RSS for all 3. It's going to mash them up here. Okay, whatever you put in here will appear in the mashed up URL, and then here you can click get the mashed up URL, give it a title, put in your money URL again, any email ID. You can put google at google.com, doesn't matter. Okay, or you can stick a keyword in there like real estate patio at patiorealestate.com or something stupid like that. Use your description in the same ways we described over here. Okay, where we let Google tell us how we should optimize. Oi. And then we choose a category, and make sure this private thing is set to false, so that it's not private. You add your tags and you start posting here. We'll give you 25 RSS directory links. Okay, pretty powerful. Okay, next you can use social adder. We will also build in for social traffic commando, because it basically does now what social adder does. Okay, we've just updated to version 1.9, and you can just link to a video URL instead of just the WordPress post. You have options now. So social adder, if you want to use that, I like to put social shares in, and you can fill in the details. If you have a social adder account, username and password, we will find a way to tie into social traffic commando as well. Okay, and then you can start posting. Okay, here with this post URL, it's onlywire.com. I'm trying to talk fast because I know the dogs are going to go crazy in a second. So the onlywire URL, you can put in username and password. You can put in your URL here. I would choose the money URL one more time. Put in the title. Put in a description. Make sure you vary this up. Don't put in the same title every single time. Try and vary it up. And in your description, you're using the same things as what you've got in the description over here. And that way, you're getting some links, extra links, social links to your money URL. Okay. Now, I know people will say, well, if we got social bookmark commando, do we need onlywire? If we got social traffic commando, do we need social adder? Answer is depending on how competitive your keyword is. Okay, I still use these. Okay, less so now because the social bookmark commando will start to build up. If I've got a really competitive keyword, I will still use them. Okay, I've still got my $49 a year for 1,000 links a month on onlywire, and I would renew that because it's really, really cheap. If you're doing like very sort of if you're doing a lot of bookmarks every month, and you would need a 70 or 100 bucks a month package or something like that, then you know I wouldn't do it then. I would just stick to the 49 and use it whenever I got something very competitive. For the social adder, it tends to be more expensive. That's why we got social traffic commando to do exactly what social adder does. And now that we have that, then it's less likely that I'm going to use that. But I might from time to time drop a $37 sort of credit thing in there so that I can use it depending on how competitive the keyword is. Anyway, so that's Chip Silo Commando in a nutshell, okay? And in the settings over here, and you can put in for link issues, you can put in for indexed. We will add a couple more indexification. Incredible indexer will be in here. I just need a few days to get them in here, but my coder will get these in here. So you've got a complete strategy start to finish, and with the indexing, we can get that finished as well. What you want to do with the indexer is once you've added your account, etc., you want to be posting all the links over from these posted URLs that will appear here. Okay, you want to get those linked for a start. Okay, so that's it, guys. If you want to ask me any questions, we can cover those in the webinar. Hi, stop it. We can cover those in the webinar, and I'll talk to you soon. Okay, bye.